Good morning, YouTube. Simeon here. Your favorite person I ever ate in here. We are working today. I'm gonna sit by Simeon. Stand by Simeon. Assert my dominance over him. We are working today on business stuff, baby.
Business stuff.
Or we're deciding whether or not we want to keep the road. Long story short. And then today, I will do my review of the CrossCon and all that good stuff. A weak little vlog. Simeon. Hello. Welcome back to my room. It's been a few days. And I'm here now to review CrossCon. Fix my camera a little bit. Expose my cement. Did you see that mess on the floor? It's not really that messy anymore, I don't think. Not really, it's just a few. It's like a little pile. But I'm here with my cheese, my Rode microphone, which me and Simeon decided we were going to keep. For the sole reason of I do a lot of content. Podcast is very valuable. This right here we have, very valuable to me. TikToks, it'd make it just so much better for the audience. And then if I decide where we're going, let me slow down now. If maybe it'll help if I bring this closer to my mouth too for you guys. Simeon told me it does, so I trust him. And if I decide to take this YouTubing into half vlogging and half poetry stuff, we'll see the Lord takes me. But besides that, let's get right into it. CrossCon2024 was transformational, was amazing, was beautiful, was so inspiring. And I'm so blessed that I was able to go to it with my college church group. I wouldn't trade any of that for the world. I was telling my brother last night, I was like, Connor, I would have happily stayed there and never returned home because it was amazing. And for all of you Christians who are watching, all of you non-believers who are watching, all of you people who are interested in your faith and are growing in it, I would say I'm going to primarily speak to the people who are interested in growing in their faith and who are Christians. I'm not discluding you non-believers, but I think what I'm about to say is more targeted towards that demographic. I don't know. A lot of unknowns here, guys. Let me fix my lighting. It's not that bright. Whatever. I would say there's a CrossCon going 2025. I'm going to support that till the day I die. Unless it goes like horrible or something like that. Who knows? Which it won't. God willing. Go to it. Really, go to it. I'm going to share a quick little story of my faith, how I came to Christ. I'll share my story one day, maybe even today. Maybe I'll record my story today, and post it out there. But quick little snippet. I was in a super low point. She got kicked out of my house, moved out of my mom's house. I was. Please try to ignore the vacuuming in the background. I was. Just got broken up with this girl I was dating at the time. Track and field was my life. It was my outlet. It was my everything. I was my senior year of high school. All the seasons before that, I got injured. So my senior season was like, this is it. This is what I'm writing for college. This is like everything. Day one on training, got injured. Then month coming, just tons of darkness, probably one of the lowest parts of my life, for me at least. And yeah, I came to Christ. I was going to say goodbye to this world, and I came to Christ. And well, let me back that up. I was going to say goodbye to the world. I didn't know what to do. I was very lost. So I was going to say goodbye. I was just going to leave it because that was my only really solution I found. And, the Lord spoke to me. He was like, come to church. And ever since then, I've been really devoted to my church. I've been really active. I've been growing in it, my faith a lot. Been tons of ministries I've been a part of. It's been great, right? But for me, this was so for convicting of to really involve myself even deeper into the church. And I went with a whole bunch of other buddies. We went with like the at the college ministry at my church. And there's people who've been Christians their whole lives, much longer than me. I've been a Christian for probably almost less than a year at this point, coming close to a year. So hoorah, grace to God. But they were also very they learned some great things. But it was amazing. It was so special to be with 11,000 other brothers and sisters in Christ who are professing Christians, who love the Lord, who aren't afraid of the world and what they think, and they want to spread the gospel and they want to live for God. That was just so inspiring, and it was so like I got a glimpse of heaven, minuscule glimpse of what heaven will ever look like, and it was amazing. And there's tons of conferences like this all around the world, specifically in America. Um, and if you get an opportunity to go to one of those conferences, hopefully it's biblical, hopefully it's God inspired, and hopefully it was a great experience as mine was. But CrossCon, if you guys have the opportunity to go to CrossCon ever in your life, I think that's mainly for collegiate kids. What is for collegiate kids? If you have the opportunity, which hang on, which I think if you're an adult, I think you're able to go. So don't let what I just said stop you. Like look into it. But I know it's more targeted for sure towards the collegiate age kids because that was really what was there was collegiate age kids. But if you guys have the opportunity to go, go. You will not regret it. Because God willing, I'm gonna try to go back next year. Maybe you guys will see me there. But it was truly. I cannot just speak of the goodness of it because it truly was a beautiful experience. Worship was great. The lessons were great. The sermons were great. The people there were great. I'm so new to my faith, and I got exposed to some great people there. Kevin DeYoung, amazing. I love that guy. He's so funny. He's a pastor. Um, I might pronounce her name wrong, and if I do, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting it. I'm pretty sure this is the right name. Her name is Rosaria Butterfield. Her last name's right. I know her name's based off the rosary, so I'm pretty sure it's Rosaria. Amazing woman. Really inspiring lady. I got exposed to her. Who else did I get? Trip Lee. I think he's a pastor, maybe. I don't know. But he's also a Christian rapper. I got exposed to him. Really cool. They actually had a concert there of him, which you guys will see. I'll put some of the footage in the beginning, and then I have like 3 videos. One of me walking with some other people from the group. Super short clip. And then I had another one. I had 2 of the concerts, so I'll throw both of them in there for the heck of it. They're not the best videos, so sorry. You can probably YouTube CrossCon. There's a lot more videos out there than any of mine will do justice. But who else was there? John Piper. He's a big Christian name. I never knew anything about him before. Saw him preach twice. Amazing. And the list goes on. There's really, really, really great people there. Everyone who spoke did not disappoint. There was some that were okay, but the majority were like just amazing. I loved them. So I 10 out of 10 recommend going to the Cross Conference 2025 in Kentucky, Louisville. Go with friends. You won't regret it. You will be changed by the grace of God. Your faith will be grown. And I'm just going to kind of go back to my big takeaways. My big takeaway was to really involve myself into the church. Like, I'm a churchgoer. I'm in tons of ministries, but I don't feel like I'm in the season of life right now where I don't work and I have a few months off. I feel like I could be doing more with the church. And Tripley, I think the first day he said, you won't regret giving yourself to the church. And that really stuck with me, and that was a theme repeated a lot amongst the people. So I loved it. I think There's recordings out there of CrossCon 2024. Check out those recordings if you're interested in it. You enjoy the recordings. Pray and ask God to open a door to take you to CrossCon 2025, baby. Because I'm gonna say it again, you will not regret it. I surely didn't. But I think that's my honest review of CrossCon. I had some great memories there. Like I said, I was able to go with some of the people from my college group. We stayed in one of the hotels. I roomed with a guy named Ken. Our relationship grew a lot closer. Really cool guy. I grew a lot with a lot of those people I went. It was me and like 14 other people, I think it was, from my church. So, great time. Um, Tons of fun. I think things are always better with friends. So, that was tons of fun. Tons of books there. Let me actually show you guys. I'm gonna take a bite of cheese really fast. But I will show you guys the books after I finish this cheese. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab them. I am back. So they had a bookstore there, and they also had some merch too. So I got a shirt, I got a hoodie, um, and then I got the Book of Mark, um, for my old man for him to read. Um, it's a journal. He's a non-believer. Actually, I'm almost done reading the Book of Mark. Maybe I'll finish that today. I might do that. Like a page or two left in the Book of Mark. Um, Mark's a very in-your-face book. Tons of action. Sorry if you guys couldn't hear me. I wasn't. Totally forgot about my mic. Tons of action. It's a really great book. Hopefully my dad enjoys it, and we'll see. I got a Bible for my mom because she doesn't have a Bible. I got another book. I think it's called The Truth About Lies. I got that for one of my friends who's an atheist. Once Christian, now atheist. Hopefully one day Christian again. He's a great friend of mine. I got this book, which is my first read. It's called Why Do We Feel Lonely in the Church? Why Do We Feel Lonely at the Church? Sorry. By Jeremy Linman. This one seems really interesting. What called me to that book was earlier in my, like maybe in the middle, like the past, like maybe like 3 months ago, or like a month or two ago, I was really struggling with feeling at home at the church. I felt because I was a construction worker, I was in the trades, I had no family at the church, I was very alone, and everyone at my church, my age, goes to the college right next to us, so I felt really out of place. And that's something I struggled with for a little bit. I prayed about it. Since it's gotten better, there's been people who are kind of in my same circumstances, not going to college. I've grown really close with them. I've talked with it, which is important if you really struggle with things. You should always talk to your pastor, because it'll help so much. That's that book. John Piper, Don't Waste Your Life. A few weeks ago in my sexual sobriety class, we call it more of a group. One of the leaders was talking about how he heard John Piper's sermon on that, Don't Waste Your Life, and it was transformational. The book was $2. Of course, I'm gonna cop. All the books there were on sale. John Piper's a great preacher. So I've heard really, really amazing things about that. So I decided to purchase that ever. All the books were on sale. $2 for that book, you know, that's a steal. It's usually $14, $15. Like, come on. And I think this one was $1, if I recall. I'm always a fool for a deal. But this time I wasn't a fool. It was for the betterment of myself, I guess. I don't know. I got this one, Praying the Bible by Donald S. Whitney. I've always been big into the prayer life. Always been really big into the prayer life. And as strong as I am in my prayer life, it can always be better, right? You can always be better because, one, I'll never be perfect because there's only one man who's perfect, and his name is Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, and I strive to be. His name is Jesus Christ, and I strive to be like him. I will never achieve perfection, but through time I can come pretty close to it. So even as good as I think I am at prayer, you can always be better. There's always something to learn, and I'm so new to my faith. So now there's this one. Boom. Gospel. I think it's Gospel-Centered Discipleship by Jonathan K. Dodson. This one was very important to me because I wanted one on evangelism, on discipleship, because, as I told you guys, I think I will be coaching track and field this year at my high school that I used to go to. Through that, it's a big Christian population, a really, really strong Christian population at that high school. But there's some that aren't, and there's some that are lukewarms and whatnot, so that is an opportunity given to God, to me, to evangelize, to spread the word, to disciple some of these young men and empower them. And I'm very new to my faith. And if I want to do that, I want to do a good job at it, I have some catching up to do with some of you older Christians out there. And then last but not least, another free book we got. There's a few free books. I think we got like 2 or 3 free books. I don't know. This one, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me angle it a little more this way. Truth for Life, 365 devotional. 365 daily devotional, volume 2. Sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. Alistair Begg, I believe. Got it for free. Can't beat free. It's devotional. After I work through this devotional, and now I'll probably get to that one. Maybe I'll give it to my brother to read. We'll see. But those are the books I got. I think that's really all I have to say about CrossCon right now. I am going to end this video now. I will be actually meeting up later tonight with Billy. You guys know Billy. And Nick. You guys also know Nick. We are going to get some dinner together at Olive Garden tonight. And Nick, I was fortunate enough to go with Nick to CrossCon, and I will have him share his experience with you guys. So, till later, guys.
If they listen in, they say you're not this again. He go the secret to my biggest wins. I just got down. All that beat talk, let it got down. I just got down.
So Nick, what was your thoughts on CrossCon 2024?
I really enjoyed it. There were some really good speakers there, like John Piper and Kevin DeYoung. Like, their stuff is just really good. My favorite part was probably John Piper's speech, because he's talking about how God sort of gives us the entire world. So it's like the suffering here on earth, we have to realize it's only temporary. It only lasts until we die. So it's important to work for God, because our life here is short, but our time here really matters when we're spreading the gospel and all that kind of stuff.
Very true.
So that was my main takeaway, and it was so good.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, for sure.